Hey guys, Shannon Smith here again with Universal Shooting Academy. I'm out here on the range practicing for the Carolina Cup IDPA Championship. It's coming up this weekend. And as many of you know that follow me, you know I don't shoot a lot of IDPA. I did win the Florida State Championship this year, so I'm competent in it. But IDPA has a lot of intricacies to the sport that I don't practice very often. Things like drawing from concealment, reloading from concealment, slide lock reloads, stuff like that. So besides the fact it's always good to practice, when I have a specific competition coming up, I try to get out and practice some of the specifics to that particular competition, you know, to brush up and kind of remind myself what I'm doing. So I thought while I was out here working on some of these things, it'd be a good opportunity to put another video together as I'm trying to get some more videos up this year for you guys. So what I'm going to talk about now is how do you let the slide forward when you have an emergency reload or a slide lock reload. There's two generally accepted schools of thought. You either use the slide release, pushing down the slide release, allowing the slide to go forward, or use the slingshot method. Slingshot method's coming over the top, pulling the slide to the rear, letting it go forward to load that round in. And as I would say as a competitor, but just generally as a shooter, I prefer the slide release method from the simple standpoint that it's faster. And you can put this on the clock out there and try it yourself. It's tough to debate that it's not. Some of the tactical guys in the world would argue, well, using the slingshot method is more of a gross motor skill and it's going to be more consistent under stress. Not a bad argument, but I would argue that you're going to do what you train yourself to do. If you train yourself to use a slide release, that's what you're going to do in a stressful situation. You do, however, need to be familiar with how the gun operates and how all methods work to get that slide forward. If you're shooting weak-handed, for example, you don't have the slide release on that side. One-handed, you need just to rack it off of a piece of gear or a piece of building or something. So again, you have to understand how the gun works and how to use both methods. But the slide release method is quicker. As I'm doing my reload, I know we've talked about reloads in other videos, but as I'm doing the reload, I am actually looking at the mag well as I insert the magazine. And some debate on this as well, while you're taking your eyes off the target, etc. True, again, but looking at that mag well is going to get that gun reloaded faster. And whether I'm in a competition for a championship or in a fight for my life, I would rather that gun be loaded faster than not faster. So looking at that mag well as I see the mag. When I do the slide release method, I also take a glance at the slide release itself. Now it's not, you're not sticking your head down looking at it, it's just a quick glance over with my eyes. Once I reacquire my strong hand grip as a part of that reload, I can no longer reach the slide release with my strong hand. So I actually hit the slide with my left hand, with my left thumb, after I complete the reload. Just giving a quick glance over there kind of gives my thumb precise directions of where it's going. And before I've even hit it, my eyes are back up on target as I'm ready to present out. So the drill we're going to do here is 2 rounds, reload 2 rounds. I've got the gun set up so it'll slide lock at 2 rounds. I've got a target pretty close, 4 or 5 yards away. So I'm going to use the slide release method. I'm going to shoot 2, reload, shoot 2, and we'll see what that time is between the reload. Stand by. I'll set the gun back up here to go again. Got a 1-round mag. So that was relatively clean, not blazing fast, but not bad. That was a 1.65. So 1.65 seconds between the last shot before the reload and the first shot after the reload. Now we'll try it again, use the slingshot method. Here, same technique to put the magazine in, so I'm watching the mag well as I seat it. Once the mag's seated, I'm going to come over the top with my left hand, retract that slide to the rear, let it go, come underneath with my left hand, reacquire that freestyle grip as I present back out the target. So again, 2 rounds, reload 2 rounds, using the slingshot method. Stand by. I hung up on the draw, but that's not part of what we're timing, so not bad. That was a 1.76. So the difference between a 1.65 and a 1.76, that's actually one of the best. That's one of the best slingshot reloads I've done. Usually they're 1.9 to 2, and my slide release, I'm right about there, 1.6. I mean, you can throw a hero out there and get it quicker, but you want what you can do on average, not what you can do one time. So my slide lock, slide release ones are in the 1.6 to 1.7, maybe 1.8, and the slingshots are 1.9 to 2. But there you can see there's a 1/10 difference. So we're not talking about a ton of time. However, using their slide release is a little bit quicker. But as I said, you want to be familiar with both. So try out those techniques out there. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you on the range.